What's up, guys? It's JMS80, and I've got some team deathmatch for you today on Hangar 18, and this is one of the new maps from the new Annihilation map pack that Treyarch just released. And for the most part, I'd have to say this map pack is the best one they have released thus far. I mean, pretty much every single map pack to this date has just, in my eyes, just been really just terrible. Not really worth, the money that you have to pay for it. There have been maybe a couple of maps out of the two map packs, like all together so far, that I really can say anything about that I can say that I like them. But for the most part, they were all just like a bunch of maps that you they were just camped, just non-stop, and just really annoying. But at least for this map pack though, altogether, I'd say I completely love 3 out of the 4, and 3 out of 4, it really isn't that bad. But the one just glaring issue with this map pack is the map Silo. At least for me it is. It's just completely ridiculous. To me, Silo is just the ultimate fail of a map for Black Ops. It's really huge, it's really giant, and there are just so many places to hide and to camp and things like that. And it's just very frustrating. It's a very frustrating map, and if anybody ever tells you any different, it's because they're a camping douchebag, and that's what they like to do. They like to hide, like to camp around, plant down their motion sensor, and just wait for people. That's all they like to do, and it's the truth, because that's what Silo is. It's a camper's haven. It really is, and it's very frustrating. I would rather play Nuketown all day long than to play Silo at all. That's how much I hate it. And I know that I hate Nuketown with a passion because it's a map that takes zero skill. Yes, there's constant action to it. There's a continuous flow of gameplay, but it's gameplay that takes no skill. It really is. But yeah, so Silo, it's not really good. It's too big. It's just giant. It's the biggest map they've made so far. The only really useful scenarios that I could really see it in is quite possibly the only way you could possibly do well in it is ground war. Because anything other than ground war, it's way too big. You're gonna find yourself constantly running around looking for people. And when you find them, most likely 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be camping. They're gonna be waiting. They're gonna be sitting. There's not a lot of action to be had in it. So, try to avoid Silo. At least that's what I try to do. But all the other maps are just great. There's a great flow to them. Every single map, of course, obviously has, camping areas and things like that, but they're easily countered. Unlike Silo, there's really no way to counter most of the spots that people are sitting in. There's maybe only 1 or 2 that can be countered, and the other ones are pretty much like ironclad. If somebody, unless you're rocking Hacker Pro and you just stay away from them all together, then for the most part, though, they're just pretty much solid in their room. I mean, take for example this one middle building. There's a middle building in the dead center of the map. It's a huge building. There's a lot of entrances to it and stuff like that. But I mean, if you play it the right way, you can actually just camp up in that middle building and get a decent score. It was actually proven by one of my friends. We got into a game on Silo, and I told him, I was like, he didn't believe me at first, saying that, oh man, there's really no way you can camp that hardcore on this map and get a good score. I was like, dude, go for it. Just, set up a motion sensor or something in that building and just chill out and just let people continuously pour onto you. That's what he did. He ended up going like 23-2 just by chilling out, waiting for people. And it's just ridiculous. It really is on how easy it is for that map, but like I said, I'm not going to keep on going into it, though. Like I said, though, the map pack, it's great. The new Zombies map, Shangri-La, it is awesome. I've had a blast playing it. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, getting into Hangar 18. Hangar 18 is awesome. It's this place in area. It's supposed to be this famous hangar in Area 51. There's cool little nitpicky things you can go around and look at. It's really neat. It's got its open areas and its close quarters areas. You can actually get on top of the Blackbird that's in the hangar, which I thought was really neat. I thought that was pretty cool. And it's got a really nice flow to it. Actually, all the maps do. And the funny thing about it is, when I was looking at the trailer for this new map pack, I thought Drive-In was going to be like, oh man, because they were talking about it like it was Nuketown. I was like, great, they're just going to be a bunch of fucking campers chilling out, sitting around, nade throwing, just ridiculous amount of shit like that, like Nuketown is. And I'm like, great, this is going to be another Nuketown. Awesome, way to go, Treyarch. But actually, it's actually bigger than Nuketown, which is great. It's really not too small and it's not too big. It's one of those middle of the road maps where you have those close quarters combat scenarios, and actually you have a decent amount of long distance involved with it as well. And it's actually one of my favorite maps on the game. Actually, I've to tie for two of them. My two favorite maps, I would have to say, is Drive-In and Hazard. Hangar 18 it's close up there as well, but not as much, just because of that. For the most part, a lot of people do tend to hang around where the Blackbird is, and that's where you're going to find the majority of your campers. That's the only nitpick that I have with it, but for the most part, there really is a good flow with the map itself. But Hazard and Drive-In have to be my my tie for first there for my favorite map in this map pack. Hazard, though, there is one downfall to it. You will get quite a people camping around trying to snipe, because there really is a long stretch of playing field. It's just nothing but a long giant stretch directly up the middle, and it's open. There's really no cover whatsoever, and it's pretty much a clear view from one side to the other, so you're gonna get a lot of snipes right off the spawn and people sniping pretty much the entire time. It's pretty much guaranteed there is going to be somebody on both sides sniping it during the game. I guarantee it. I'll bet money on it, because that's the way it's been every single time. If not, at least one or two people, at least both teams. I've actually ran into lobbies where both sides, both of them are sniping. And it's quite ridiculous. It's really annoying for the most part. But anyway, I got some decent gameplay for you right here, though, using my I actually started off using the AK-47, but then got uphanded by some people trying to camp out in the hangar area. So I'm like, you know what, screw this, I'll get my flak jacket close. That's me trying to combine danger close and flak jacket, if you didn't notice that. Wow. Anyway, that's why I'm using my flak jacket class right here, running around doing work, and I actually get a pretty decent score. But anyway, guys, game is coming to close right here as I get a double kill for the win. Anyway, final score is 75-40, and my final is 32-5. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay and the commentary as well. And that's it. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.